Hi, my name is Jonathan, and I'm going to share a couple things, because that's what people do, is they share things. What is God doing in your life? That is a question an evangelical friend of mine asked me the other day, and I didn't know how to respond to that. What is God doing in my life? You see, I used to be an evangelical. I'm a convert to Eastern Orthodoxy, and I used to know what that meant. What is God doing in your life? It means, like, how is God blessing you? How are you more of a moral person? And it's like an individual faith. When someone asks you, what is God doing in your life? It's like all about me. Because in evangelicalism, it's more of a individualistic type of faith. Where it's more about you. I mean, in general, evangelicalism is Americanized religion. So anyway, my friend asked me that the other day, and I didn't know what to say. And what is God doing in my life? So I was like, well, we could take a existential view of the thing. We can go way deep. We can like smoke a doobie while exploring that question. What is God doing in my life? And that question is like, it's like the future perfect tense in English, cloaked as the present continuous tense, in disguise, like underneath, the future perfect tense. It's got its bunny ears, and pretending like he's for present tense. I don't know. It's just a weird question. So, I mean, she could have asked. She was really hot, by the way. She could have asked, who is God in your life? Or just who is God? I don't know. It's just a weird question when someone asks you, what is God doing in your life? Because you just don't know how to respond to that. It's one of those evangelical things, I guess. Another thing I'd like to share is that, okay, Republicans and Democrats, you guys are both capitalists. And Protestants and Catholics, okay, you are both Western Christians. So why are you guys fighting each other? It doesn't make any sense. For those of us who are outside the circle of Democrats and Republicans, like I'm a socialist. Actually, to be specific, I'm an anarcho-communist. Che Guevara. It's so bizarre when Democrats and capitalists fight each other, because you guys are homies. You're like your brothers. And so when Republicans like fight Obama is a bigger capitalist than Reagan, and that's not exaggerating. It's so weird when Republicans call Obama a socialist, because he's obviously, the latest example in bombing Libya. It's so obvious that he's a capitalist, bombing Libya in order to secure Libya as a client state, specifically for the purpose of oil. Okay, our companies, neoliberalism in Libya, and then Protestants and Catholics. Like the other day, I took my daughter's a Catholic, but I'm Orthodox. I took my daughters to a mass, and I haven't been to a Protestant church in a while, but going to a Catholic mass was just like going to a Protestant church. And so I'm thinking, okay, what were the Inquisitions for? Because you guys are like the same, both in theology and just the way, even in worship, you guys are the same. So I don't get why Catholics and Protestants are fighting each other, much less evangelicals fighting each other lately over Rob Bell, which maybe I'll get to because I just read this book. It was okay. Rob Bell's Love Wins. And so evangelicals, like Rob Bell's an evangelical, okay? And evangelicals, just in the same way that Republicans refused to recognize that Obama is a capitalist and call him a socialist, some evangelicals refuse to recognize that Rob Bell is still an evangelical. So it's weird watching evangelicals go back and forth, saying, oh, you know, fighting against over Rob Bell, who say, some saying he's a universalist, some saying, oh, he's just preaching what our generation wants to hear. I'm not sure where I'm going now, but anyway, this was an okay book, Rob Bell's Love Wins. It was kind of, there wasn't much substance to it. It was kind of superficial. But actually it was like Eastern Orthodox, like, sorry for shaking, I was shaking the bed. See, that's why that happened just now. Because there were aspects of it that were slightly Eastern Orthodox. For example, focusing on the life of Christ rather than focusing on sin and the wrath of God, which in Orthodoxy we don't believe in the wrath of God. Anyway, so that was cool. I was thinking, you know, why isn't Rob Bell an Eastern Orthodox priest? Because some of the, I think he'd be really drawn to aspects of Eastern Orthodoxy that he hinted on in this book, Love Wins. So anyway, getting back, it's weird watching evangelicals fight each other, because you guys are, you know, Rob Bell's an evangelical, he's one of your own, and you're like crucifying him. So, you know, it doesn't make sense. Anyway, I guess what I want to boil that down to is, I guess what matters in the end is that we are all one humanity. We're all one people. It doesn't matter what religion you are or what political background you are. I mean, in the end, it looks completely ridiculous to fight over things like being on the outside of the Republican-Democrat, what do you call it, dialectic, okay? Dialectic, there you go. And outside the Protestant Catholic dialectic, you guys are the same. So in the end, world peace and nonviolence, the reason why it's worth seeking for is, in the end, people look like retards for fighting each other. Did I say anything that was worth, I mean, what did this go at 3 minutes or something? Okay, well, I love you, and that's all I want to say if I said anything, okay?